Hi, welcome to what I hope is going to be a new feature here on my YouTube channel of responding to people's questions that they've sent through. So this is particularly people's questions who are outside the community. So there's absolutely the opportunity within the Wildfood community to ask questions all the time and get responses in there in little and bigger forms. But for people who get in touch with me who are perhaps have just received my email or come to Heartfelt Presence with me or any other place where they've interacted with me and seen something or had a question come up from their life, then I'm going to start putting more of those here on YouTube so that you can benefit from both their question, because that may well resonate, and whatever response comes up for me. So this one, and this might not happen every time, but with this one in particular, I felt like I need to spread it over a few videos. I started recording the other day and I was like, gosh, there's so much to say about this that it's either going to be a really long video or I break it up and I make it a little bit more bite-sized, little, what are they called? Canapé-sized bits of information. So today, in fact, the main thing I'm going to do is just read the question from the person who shared, because in her asking of the question, she actually came to some realizations herself through that process. So I'm going to share the whole thing because, yeah, you'll already hear a response to the question in what she came to realize for herself in writing it out. And then I will still do a couple of videos over the coming days so that you can kind of hear other bits and pieces added into it and perhaps emphasizing some things that she's recognized. And yeah, we'll do that. So for today, I'm just going to read you this question, and as I say, the realizations that this lady came to, and just listen for resonance with your own experience. This is about relationships, particularly this is a husband and wife relationship, but listen for your own experience of relationships generally, or particularly romantic relationships, whatever form they take. Oh, excuse me, a little tickle. And yeah, just listen for as it evolves and as her thinking processes through the process of writing, you know, listen for yourself as well with that in terms of whether what she's saying makes sense to you. So here's the here are the words. So I was reading a post from someone who was talking about the relationship she had with her husband and how she was never sure about their relationship, that she was always leaving, always in that questioning place of, do I stay, do I go, do I stay, do I go? And sometimes this particular lady did sometimes actually leave. It really resonated with me and has been my experience in relationships. So commitment has always looked like a problem, something people do and something you need to be. But if no one is here choosing, no one is making a choice on a life partner, no one is here needing to be committed, and commitment isn't even a thing. I've always felt bad about not feeling committed or having the wrong reasons for being with somebody, and worried a lot about it. Commitment to a life partner seemed to be the biggest deal of all. After all, in my logic, jobs, houses can be easily changed. So what about commitment to being in a relationship with a life partner? From my old understanding, it looked like love was the indicator. If you love someone enough, you'll want to be committed. But I'm not sure I think any of that is true now, and that's actually a relief. It looks more like this relationship is the right one because it's the one that's happening now. As such, there is no right or wrong, so that doesn't even need to be a consideration. And neither do I need to be concerned about commitment, which always looked like such a heavy and efforting sort of word to me. Commitment is happening through me and my husband, and it's showing up in all the glorious varieties and flavour, or indeed the same old flavours of humanness. It feels like there's a subtlety to that, which I hadn't seen before. A universal sense of love, if you like, for us both being as we are now. Just how we are when we are. an honouring and respect showing up that resonates more truly as love than my conditioned ideas of what love is supposed to be like. And as she says at the end, maybe I answered my own question, as is so often the case, but I'd still be curious to know your thoughts. So that's the question we're going to explore over a few videos, not least the understanding of where this lady said commitment isn't even a thing. So we'll look at that. There's a bit about no one is choosing. So who would even be choosing to be committed? That's a brilliant aspect to inquire into, to understand. It's very easy in the non-dual understanding to for the ego to get into a game of, well, nobody's choosing, so nobody can choose to have commitment. So we'll explore that, and then we'll also explore, I'm just looking at the different bits of the question here. Yeah, we'll also explore this experience of commitment and how it shows up and what its relationship to love is, and as this lady came to at the end, the distinction between what's truly loving and what's the love that gets presented to us in the world as an illustration of love. All the movies and the books and the media that say this is what love should look like. So we'll explore all of that as well. So probably 3 videos then. We'll see as we go along, but probably 3 videos to unpack this and explore it a bit more deeply. So I look forward to seeing you for the next one. Well, we'll start with the word commitment, and we'll look at, well, what is that? What is that really? Is there something there called commitment? And what is that? So I look forward to seeing you for that one. Take care. Bye.